Greetings, crafters! Welcome back to Survival Single Player How to Minecraft Season 2. Season 2 is set in Cube World, and Cube World is created by the mod Cube World. So we're continuing with moving the iron golem farm. I haven't actually been able to do any offline work. Oops. My apologies, but oh well, we will do the best we can. I have, however, been stood by this thing for about 10-15 minutes, so we should be able to get an absolute ton of levels. Good evening, Damfot. How are you? So, my apologies if my Minecraft is running slow and really steppy. There's probably a couple of hundred mobs in my grinder. Yep, very slow and steppy. Take me a long to sort that out. Just out of curiosity. Entity count, 420. Yep, that'll do it. So let's start getting rid of these. Right, so last episode, what did we do? Well, there is a cube to our left that we have started mining out. We're going to put the iron golem farm that's underneath us on the base of that cube. The reason that we have to do this is because I think, because I put the iron golem farm underneath this cube, that Minecraft is a little bit confused as to what makes up a village and what doesn't. And this is due to the way that the mechanic works, in that the 4 blocks outside the door have to have more light than the 4 blocks inside the door. And while the sun does light up the blocks outside, the mechanic, we believe, or I believe rather, is looking straight down upon it rather than from the sides. So yeah, that was a little bit annoying when I read that one. That was from one of the tutorials online. I can't remember quite which one it was. I think it was Adam, something like that. But yeah, there's quite a few villager tutorials. And one of the things that Minecraft had done in 1.8 is change some of the village and villager mechanics. So since in Season 1 we didn't touch anything to do with villager mechanics, well, not really. Certainly not any of the stuff that we're trying to do now. Then we didn't really learn that lesson. So we've just learnt it now and we have to go and correct it. So we are building inside a cube because hopefully it will be faster than having to find another location for it. Because what we want is for the iron golem farm to be located inside the spawn chunks. Now, for those that are not aware, I've just killed my sword. I have just killed my sword as well. Yeah, I just lost a good sword. Whoops. Oh. So, for those that are not aware, the spawn chunks in the overworld are always loaded unless you exit the overworld and go to like the nether or the end. or if you have a mod installed, any other realm. So keeping the iron golem farm inside the spawn chunk will mean that it is constantly simulated no matter where I am in the world. And since most of my activities are around this area anyway, and in and out of the spawn chunk, then it's better for us. The whole objective is so that we can get more iron. Having said that, we're doing quite well just mining out the cube. No, we're not going to be far off now. Yes, remind me not to spend quite so long near the grinder again. Now we do get mob drops, which also includes iron ingots. However, you really don't get very many. Oh, come on. First of all, you can go. Ooh, iron helmet. Excellent. Ah, wait, I've just chucked gold glowstone in there. I don't have a filter for glowstone. It's a little bit of an issue. So for those that are not aware, the non-stackable items that come from these mob drops go to a special storage. It's right there, down the side. And the reason for that is you cannot sort them out individually. So, the entire lot of them sorted. So we have 39 levels. Full durability on the iron, full durability on the axe, shovels down at down at 50%. Other than that, everything is good. So let's head back. Oh. We've only got literally 2 layers remaining, and a bit. Let's crack right on. Oh, stop it. Hang on. I've got something running in the background. Shouldn't be. Yep, definitely got something running in the background. Okay. What is it? Go to Skype, because that seems to be using processing power. Seem to have an encoder running. Why have I got an encoder running? Curious. Skype is still running even though I told it to quit. Go, and I've got 2 job processes running, so get rid of the other one. Right, hopefully that's freed things up a bit. Oh yes, feels a bit better. This isn't going to take too long to KO these last 2 layers. Now, in fact, the bottom one, I don't actually need to get rid of too much of it. Now what we will be doing is we will of course need to test this before we start trying to transport villagers in here. So I will be game moding myself a couple of villager spawn eggs, and we will see if the villagers start breeding. If they start breeding, then we have a good village. If they don't breed, then we know we still have an issue. Now, of course, what's going to happen once we confirm that we have a good village, then said villagers that we game moded in will be removed. That way we're not actually cheating, we just put them in there for testing. That way it saves hours of work, heartache and pain. Of course, the good thing about disassembling a cube is we get an absolute ton of stone. Of course, normally people say, oh, cobblestone, stone, got plenty of it. Yeah, take ZP and cube work. People have plenty of stone because they're mining for other resources. Whereas in Cube World, you literally have to take apart an entire cube to find resources. Because you can't just do strip mining. Strip mining just doesn't work. That's one of the good things and the point of each series of survival single player How to Minecraft. In a standard world, really much simple and straightforward to survive. But each series, as we progress through them, we get harder and harder, if that's even possible. It will of course come to a point where we just can't get any harder. There we go. Now we're going to grab the resources. Make sure obviously we haven't broken any glass, and I've just realised we don't have the sound turned on. So if we did break some glass, we never actually hear it. But you know what? I'm going to take this stuff. I think we've got all the usable resources. So let's go and make this a nice flat space. Excuse me. We're going to keep the glass walls, at least for the time being. It may help with keeping other mobs out and protect the villagers a bit. Maybe. Hopefully. Oops, some coal here. Bit of a delay there. More coal here. Right, now we have a nice flat base to work with. What we need to do is find out how big this cube is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Counting with CW. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Excellent. 24 by 24. 2 there. 1, 2. Which means to do a 20 by 20. But then again, So what we want to make is a water flow from 4 corners that will push the iron golems into the middle to drop them down a 2 by 2 hole. The water will only flow at a certain number of blocks. I suppose we can find out how far it'll flow. I do have a water bucket in my inventory, so well, it flows wider than it does diagonally. Great. Now let's remove that square, that square, that square, that square. That then gives me 4, 8, 9, 10. That gives me 10 by 10. Hmm, 10 by 10 isn't that big. And we can of course extend that by making the water fall down blocks on its way out. So for example, if I got rid of that block, it would flow into here and flow another X number of blocks. Now plenty of building materials, so oh, stop that. Right, yeah, that's a problem.